everybody, welcome to another quick video. Now, we're in Bollington at the moment in Cheshire. We've been here before, well, a few times actually. Just visiting Holly the cafe boat again. Say hello to Vic and Joe. But we're going to have a wander down the canal. And light's really harsh today, so I'm going full black and white. So everything today, black and white. Let's see what we can find. I've got filters with me for polarizer as well. Might have a bit of a play with that, if I can say it, that is. But yeah, let's go and have a wander. Obviously Bollington we know for the canal and the mills, but there used to be a railway that ran through here, and that's the trail that we're taking up towards the top end, then we'll walk back down the canal. Typical sort of old railway, big embankments, so not a lot really going on, but a few little bits and bobs dotted around. A few bridges down here as well, so we'll try to pick something up. But a lot of it just like wait for the light to filter in through the trees, catch some shadows, and just see what happens really. Like I say, everything black and white. Really feeling a black and white mood today. Light's as harsh as anything. It's a bit breezy, but it's not too bad. Rain forecast later, so we're going to make the best of the light. And yeah, just see what we can find really. Is it something that you tend to sort of find sometimes? You just have a feel of either a colour setup or a black and white setup. For me, it's very much a case I sort of fall back to black and white. I grew up with black and white film, and it really does make a difference to sort of how you see things. Even sometimes on the most colourful of days, black and white just works so well, and I just find myself falling back into it. Beauty about digital, you can shoot it in RAW. You've got then your RAW edit, you can do whatever you want in post then, colour, black and white, anything you fancy. Really is a lot better than it used to be in the film days. Film day, once you've got your film roll in there, that's what you've got. So yeah, maybe a little bit easier these days, and it just gets a bit more versatility. As far as the settings go for today, fairly basic setup, set to auto ISO, and f4 to f8, depending on what sort of things I'm doing. A lot of the stuff I want to try and get the background a little bit sort of blurred out, depends what I want really from the frame. As far as shutter speed goes, the bright sections, I'm seeing anything up to like 1,000th of a second, so really not a problem at all. But yeah, aperture priority, just essentially let it sort itself out. But if you can get sort of days like this, and you've got an area that, yeah, for us it's kind of unexplored. We've never been down this way. We know of it, but we've never been down this way. I know there's some viaducts down here as well, so if we transfer down here, get down underneath it, might be something interesting there as well. But I'm hoping for some nice shadows for a start, because we've got some nice light coming through, and possibly something a little bit raw, sort of sounds a little bit of history in there. So yeah, we'll see what we can find, see what we'll get, and hopefully we'll get back up to the van before the rain comes. But we've got sort of waterproofs in the backpack just in case anyway. But yeah, hopefully we'll get a few decent shots out of this one. Now I was kind of hoping for a little bit more sort of interest as we're walking along here, but there's not really a great deal. It's very much a track for cycling and walking down, but not a lot else. But looking down over the viaduct where we are now, there's quite a few sort of interesting bits and bobs that I'm trying to pick out, but it's very, very messy from here. It's very much grown up from the outside, so yeah, we'll have to see what comes up, but still a nice harsh light, so hopefully some nice shadows, have a bit of a play. So the viaduct from the top really hasn't given us a great deal to go with. Couple of views over the tops. We're hoping to get some of the chimneys in, but it's a little bit too sort of grown out, if that makes sense. You've either got sort of a street lamp in the way or something like that. It hasn't really quite worked, which is a shame because it could be really quite nice looking out. I mean, we have got a few sort of views looking out towards the sun, but obviously it's looking towards the sun, so it's not really ideal. But we're going to wander down now off the track and get down then up on the canal side, which obviously I've done the canal side before, doing a couple of the mills. So hopefully we'll be able to pick something up. I know there should be a few boats out today because we've seen a few when we were up with Holly. So hopefully we'll get a few shots. Thinking sort of, you know, sort of leading the canal around, some boats, bit of interest, see what we can find out on that. And the real killer is some absolutely beautiful silver birch here, but you just can't get anything from them. They're just like too muddied in. So real shot, that one there is beautiful, but yeah, you can't really do anything with it. But yeah, it is what it is. But we'll have a wander down, might have to get underneath, get some shots up to the viaduct. Viaducts are always good for sort of subjects. Yeah, nice sort of heavy industrial stuff, works really well for me. But yeah, we'll have a wander down, see what we can find, and keep on wandering. So it's starting to get my eye in a little bit, but it's still sort of, yeah, a little bit iffy. Although I've just done an absolute cracker, picked the camera up and accidentally took a shot. Got some fantastic ICM looking back at the water there. So yeah, I'll stick it up now, let me know what you think. So just had a nice little wander through sort of Adlington Road Park in Bollington. A bit of a sort of a stream that runs through there, and quite nice trees. The light hit them quite nicely. Yeah, quite pretty. So got a couple of shots off there. We're just heading up towards Clarence Mill now. It's on the canal. Obviously I'm going to get some shots of Clarence Mill because it's absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully get some boats, possibly some people on the towpath. Just generally see what we can get as we head back down the canal towards the van. But yeah, there's a few little shots coming through. There's nothing spectacular jumping out today, unfortunately, but you take the rough with the smooth. To be fair, it's quite an enjoyable sort of wander out. It's quite relaxed, and you know, sort of, there's no sort of mad panic or anything. It's quite nice. But if I just swing you around, there's Clarence Mill. So I can't come here and not get a shot of it. It's just absolutely gorgeous, beautiful old building. One of two of the main mills. We're actually parked down by the other one, down at Delphi Mill. But yeah, get some shots off, get down the canal. So up on the canal now, it sounds strange you actually do come up to the canal. It's actually one of the highest points around Bollington itself. But we're going to have a wander down here, see what we can find. There's a few moored boats. We've seen a few boats actually moving around as well. So we're going to find out what we've got. Clouds starting to get a little bit moody now, so we might be able to play with that a little bit, but it's still very, very bright. We're walking straight towards the sun at the moment. If you excuse the exhaust there, boat running. But hopefully it'll be somewhere down here. We'll get some nice shadows coming across and have a bit of a play with the old buildings. I'm really feeling something like looking over the top of the houses, something like that. But yeah, we'll see what we can find. And obviously the other problem you do have when you're shooting sort of towards the sun is you've got to look out for glare and stuff like that, so playing with the shadows is quite handy, trying to keep it to the side. However, if you're shooting away from the sun, especially when it's bright like this, you've got shadows to contend with, so it's all a case of sort of trying to get the angles just about right. But there's a lovely old bridge just up ahead, bridge 27. There's a bit of light coming through and nice bit of reflection, so I'll see what I can get out of that one. And I've gone suddenly dark, look at that, wow, tree time. There we go, a few little images. Like I said, nothing spectacular, but a bit of fun. It's good to get out, just wander around, even if you're in your local area. Pick a subject that you want to do, like I've done today, black and white photography. Go and have a play with it. It's all good for sort of building your skill set up and sort of getting used to sort of shooting in different conditions. So yeah, it's always worthwhile. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now. So we're going to wander down, go and say Holly again for another coffee. And yeah, I think we managed to beat the weather, which is always a bonus. But if you've enjoyed the video, please, like, sub, all the YouTubey stuff. But yeah, for now, from what's currently a bit of a breezy but very, very sunny Bollington in Cheshire, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Take care.